Hi there, I'm Shar, your friendly online tarot reader. Here we are for client number 97. And so for anybody that's new to my channel, I do client numbers to maintain a level of confidentiality with the client while being able to share and have it accessible here on the YouTube channel. That way it's always available, always ready for you to come back. Have a look. All right. So I've cleansed the space. GP seems to want out, but I'm not letting him out right now. And right now I call upon our guards, guides, angels, and universal energies to come into this space. Provide us with a nice, beautiful, energetic bubble. Hello, David. Welcome. And our spirit guides to the decks. Yes, you as well. Joopy. Joopy the cat is in here. Get down from there. Out of the plants. I ask that the universe serve me so I can serve others. By being able to give honest, beautiful messages for our highest good and what we need to hear. I was playing with these two decks earlier and they're brand new, but there's a message, I think it's in that one that is in here for you. Calling on to read them. Cats, get out of the plants. And then also I've brought out the Keepers of the Light cards just for some guidance from our Ascended Masters. There may be a message in there for you that resonates. All right, so I thank our guides for coming in here and allowing us messages as well. Droopy. Hey, buddy. We have a new puppy in the house and the cat's not happy. Hey, do you want out? What do you want? You're going to sit there? You sit there. Alright, so let's get started with this reading. And I really wanted to give this reading to you because I feel like there's messages about your gifts that you might need to hear or have reaffirmed in a way that'll help make it understandable, more understandable. All right, I want to see, let's just do a 3-card spread here. Let's see. Oh. What's going on? I see some action that's going to be taken and then like the potential future of it as well. So see what's going on. See what to do about what's going on. And then, you know, like have a little bit of insight about that outcome. And I have the other decks here as well. It's the Akashic Tarot. Which takes us back to like our Akashic records, records of our beings. Oops. And then we've got the Energy Oracle here. So just an insight about the energies around the situation as well. Jupiter, are you going to be okay? I'm going to just lay down. And so, yeah, I just picked up those two decks. And I'm really feeling like the messages, there's going to be messages coming in there for you. 1, 2, 3. All right, GP, get down. Get down, mister. So kind of where we're at right now, we have a 10 of Swords moment going on. And this is kind of an intense 10 of Swords. But it's indicating the end of a cycle. And so maybe you've been in denial about this gift for a while. Or maybe you've just kind of like released the need to control it and letting it come to you. Having that second option happen can be quite overwhelming. But in the release of the cycle, having some way to like scream into a pillow or sing at the top of your lungs, or, you know, like we used to do scream therapy up in the woods and just yell at the trees. Having that energetic vibration move through the body so it doesn't stay stifled. And particularly, like for me, it's in the throat chakra, but I feel like there may be a different part in your body that may be that alert of, look, we're moving, there's the energy is shifting, and things are churning. All right, dupe, I'll let you out. Get down. Ten of Swords, buddy. Ten of Swords. All right, give me a second here. Come on, Captain. Come on. All right, here we go. Jumping back in. We've got the King of Cups in reverse. Ooh, normally he comes to me in readings. Like, I love our kings. They're our guardians as well. They keep watch over us. And in this case, in this instance, though, it's about the release of the control, releasing the need to know exactly what each step is, and releasing the need to emotionally process it as well. Sometimes, as I've been learning here with my gifts too, it's like really overwhelming and scary to acknowledge that kind of power that is within us and then be willing to serve with it, right? When I was receiving a lot of messages and knowing that messages were coming through, the ringing would be very loud. I'd have physical attributes coming to sight or coming into play where I would recognize, like, oh my goodness, okay, this is happening, so this is what that means. And so we don't really want to control it anymore because they're coming to the surface. So allowing that little bit of chaos factor in, not needing to fully comprehend or control the outcome of it, recognizing the signs as they come in, knowing you are protected during this cycle, and knowing you are protected to help display these gifts. Ooh, we have the Nine of Pentacles here too in the reverse position, which is good, you know, which is really nice, because with the Nine of Pentacles in the upright position, she's come to that point in her life where everything is very secure, everything is as it should be, worked really hard, we've got that garden tended, she's got a falcon on her arm, like, it's not a small feat by any means. But having this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position is the opportunity to go through that gate, is the opportunity to welcome the unknown, is the opportunity to allow that old cycle to shed away, almost like a snake skin. You know, like snakes, they grow and they outgrow their skin, as do spiders, like tarantulas. And so to outgrow that skin and kind of wriggle into that newness of being, of who you are becoming. King of Cups, he's like the most emotionally stable card in our deck. Like, he's the one that's like, okay, hey, keeping even keel about things as we're going through the actions of life and we're going through the motions of stuff. But, you know, like, so I talk often about needing to dump out our cups to refresh them, wash that vessel out, and having this really, really grand end of cycle come in, really grand. And I don't want to say big because it's grand. It's not just, oh, this is big. This is grand. This is grand. Grand keeps coming to my brain. It's like not a word anymore. And so having these coming into together is an amazing grouping. Being able to release the control, let it go and let it flow. Having a review of how far you've come, and being prepared to walk through that door, being prepared to walk through that gate, because it is going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but that's part of the adventure of where we're going. And the best part of things is saying yes to experiences. I am so happy for you that you have a location that you can go to and have some guidance more about this. That is going to, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So there's a lot of, you're not going to be facing a lot of opposition or action that's that's coming up this way. It's going to be very open, very flowing, and very, very, very informative. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So very excited for you. And I hope this helps. The excitement that I'm feeling right now, the energy that's coming in with this reading is just so bountiful and fulfilling, like just fulfilling, dignified, fulfilling. Ooh. It's like a connection beyond anything that can be explained with mere human words. Yeah, and just the hard part here is going to be releasing, and that King of Cups is going to be just allowing it to happen. And, you know, even having a big cry and opening up and surrendering to the universe and saying, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Please guide me. You know, that could be quite the revolutionary moment as well. Let's call on the Keepers of the Light card here, Oracle card. Woo! Ooh, it's that Akashic record, what is still screaming at me. So let's see. Thank you. Right there we go. Saint Germain, karma releasing. Ooh. Move beyond drama, create your own path, and make room for good energy. And that is right here with that Nine of Pentacles coming in as well. Very exciting. How very exciting. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then, yeah, having Saint Germain come in really makes sense why we have that Seven of Wands in the reverse position. Having that review and just releasing. So we're going to see what kind of energy is around this right now. We've got the energy oracle cards here. What kind of energy is releasing? What kind of energy is around? Saint Germain, karma releasing. Move beyond drama, create your own path. Make room for good energy. And then we've got the energy oracle cards here. It's amazing. All right, let's do this. Do this. Oof. All right, we've got number 13 coming in, financial constraints. And the word constraint is just right there. Making room for good energy. Woo! Restrictions concerning money. This card shows an old-fashioned safe with a little money but lots of cobwebs and dust. Money may be tight at this time, so rein in your spending and be circumspect about financial requirements in your life. It's not a time of indulgence, so be aware of what's really important and cautiously choose your expenditures. There's a big difference between what you need and what you want, and this card is telling you to take care of your needs. Let's switch hands. There we go, easier. And bide your time. Things will get better. But for now, be willing to live more conservatively and always value the money and the good things you already have. Here's an affirmation. I can move through any cycle with dignity and awareness. I am open to receiving increasing wealth, and money moves to and through my life, bringing benefits to all. I think it's the affirmation that's what's making me tingle here. It's not so much of being in that situation as this ending of this cycle, and this is the message that's coming through to it. I can move through any cycle with dignity and awareness. I'm open to receiving increasing wealth. Money comes to and through my life, bringing benefits to all. All right, that's at 10 of Swords. And it makes sense having that, maybe that thoughts and feelings coming in with that 9 of Pentacles being in reverse as well, because it is a newness. It is a going through that gateway and not being able to control what is on the other side or control the outcome of that. Ooh, all right, let's have a look and see what the Akashic Records have to say. This is a tarot that I'm learning from a couple of my teachers is amazing, amazing, amazing. And the connection with the universal energy, with your personal universal energy. Let's see what the message is here that we need to learn, that we need to understand from our reading today. And even in the reading here, we're going from that, it's a color change. It's a brighter color here through that Nine of Pentacles. The Buddha prepares comes in, and then two worlds, the Two of Scrolls. And I think this is very, very important. Oh, we have another 13 here. Is 13 significant in your life? 3 + 1 = 4. So we're looking at relief, safety and relief from problems here with a combined 4. All right, we have a Two of Scrolls. We have a 13. The Buddha prepares. And so with this card coming in this position, what we're looking at is the Buddha leaves this state of preparation behind him. This is about cycle changing as well. The Buddha leaves this state of preparation behind him, easily and happily moving into the crowd. This reversal indicates that a period of waiting and planning has come to an end. The time for action is now. See, it's come to an end. And that time for action is now. Ooh, if you feel hesitant and slow to move, don't hold yourself back. Indeed, because of your inner work and preparation, you may find yourself able to influence others without knowing how it happens. So move with certainty and courage. It's no longer time to wait. The world is ready and you're ready too. That is a great card. So close your eyes and reach the Buddha within. Feel the peace and easy understanding that there is a time to every purpose under heaven. Feel your own sense of purpose stirring softly within you. Soon you will be ready to serve. All right, and the Two of Scrolls comes out. I really, really, really feel that these are your messages. And I haven't quite learned the deck, so that's why I'm referring to the book here. But they were screaming at me that there's a message in here for you. And I think that's just really that confirmation that the end of the cycle is there. So here we have the Two of Scrolls, upright. Surrounded by a spinning wheel and baskets of wool, a beautiful woman, worried and tired, gazes at the embers in the fireplace. She has worked hard at her spinning for the coins that are gathered on the table. The expansive window behind her looks out into the Buddhist monastery high into the mountains. Oh, we got the Buddha coming in. So we'll just put these guys together. High into the mountains. When you receive this card, there is a conflict in your life between what the outer world requires of you and how your own spirit directs you. You actually may have had a number of past lives where you wanted to focus on your spiritual growth and therefore joined a monastery to do so. Then, missing wonders that the secular world could offer, such as love, family, and financial success, you chose the secular world exclusively in your next incarnation. Yet this didn't offer the spiritual focus you also sought. Because of this, it's likely that you bounce back and forth from the monastic to the personal, a number of incarnations and through a number of different faiths. Interesting. You are now again experiencing a polarity between a fully self-realized spiritual experience and a personal success in your day-to-day life. And that goes with that 10 of Swords and with that 9p reversed right there as well. With your day-to-day life, where are we? It often feels as if you have to let one go in order to embrace the other. This push-pull will continue until you learn to bring your spiritual self to every situation in your personal life. And that's that karma right there, right there. Ooh. It's time to replace worry with trust and integrate your eternal truth with your temporal reality. If you have a job or are in a relationship that actively pulls you from your spirit, you must deal with it or possibly leave it, for you are forever. Who you are forever is who you are now. Let nothing impede that power. Wow, that's deep. Let me say that again. Who you are forever is who you are now. Let nothing impede that power. When you own it, absolute self-realization in both worlds will elude you no longer. Wow. Mind blown. Wow. And so I can see why these cards were screaming at me. When it comes to having some insight to this gift of yours, it is really time to take on that power of your own power and really release the control and release the emotional stigmatism, release the emotional ties to it as well. Release the emotional ties to what is going on in your normal, everyday, mundane life, and release the ties that's going on in your everyday, spiritual, non-mundane life. We talk about our human aspects and the mundane aspect of things too, and when we're aligning with the higher focus and aligning with the heavens, we have that opportunity to be able to blend our mundane lives and the things that we're doing in human form with the things that are more in line with our spirit. So whatever the case may be here, please just have some realization within yourself that you are so full of power and knowledge, and you have a special gift that you can share with the world. And number 13 came up a couple of times in here. So having that come in is, I'm wondering if that's significant, but breaking those numbers down, they equal to 4, which is safety and relief from problems as well. So hopefully this will give you a little bit of clarity, clear as mud, right? A little bit of clarity about really encompassing what this gift entails, and not trying to overanalyze it or make so much scientific sense of it, but allow the universal sort of chaos to come in and provide that sense of relief as well. When we can release the control and remove that ego and allow those emotions to flow, and having that king in the reverse position is just like, yeah, you're going to have to let that go. That emotional blockage right there has to flow. And then the messages from the universe will come through a little clearer. I also found that, if you're fighting the messages, it could create that disturbance, that barrier that will bring in physical things as well. For example, I'm really watery right now. I had this lesson where I was not seeing something that was right in front of me, and the answer was so blatantly obvious, I just had to say it out loud for me to understand that piece of the puzzle universally. And because I was going so far around the situation, the universe punched me in the eye. I got an eye infection and my eye expanded and swelled up, and there was nothing in my blood work. There was nothing that the doctors were giving me to fix it. I tried creams. I was on oral antibiotics. I had eye drops to use, and it was just swollen and itchy and closed. And so I'm standing in the kitchen and I'm very frustrated because I had to do things in front of the camera, and I'm just letting all this frustration out, and what is it that I'm not seeing, and I'm crying, and hubby's kind of giggling at me as I'm having this sort of unleashing. And it's not really at him or anything, it's just that releasing it into the energy and just into the universe and just saying it out loud. So sometimes just saying things out loud is enough of that energy shift to welcome them into the universe again, right? And so as I'm talking and I'm it's so obvious and blah, 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 blah. And as I just said it out loud, he watched my eye go back to normal. So all of the doctors and medications and everything that I'd been on that week, nothing was fixing it. But as soon as I vocalized it, my eye went back to normal. And so when I stopped fighting these messages from the universe, I stopped having physical ailments as well. So being able to even sit down and say, universe, how do I deal with this now? How do I deal with this wholly so I can still continue to do this? And that is that kind of walking through that gate. That's that Nine of Pentacles moment when you're like, I surrender to this. Now let's be great. Okay, so that is what I'm getting from this reading for you today. What an amazing reading. I thank you for allowing me to read for you on this level, because it's such an amazing journey to watch other people's discoveries. I'm not gonna lie. Contract reversed. Break the rules. There's going to be a lot of rules that are coming up for you right now, and you're going to be like, but this isn't supposed to happen. It does. So, yeah, and there it goes. Poof, it's done. It's gone. Just like that. All right, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. And if you have any questions, please continue our conversation where we are having our conversation. Because it seems to be different for each client. I don't mind that. And I really look forward to hearing what you have taken from this reading today. All right. Brightest blessings to you in love and light on your journey, and may you be ever protected. All right. Thank you. And I will see you again soon.